Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have a super fun tutorial. I am partnering with Loveburst by Loveisland to bring this video to you guys, and I thought, you know what, I am obsessed with Love Island. I have to watch it every single night at 9 p.m. I'm watching it and I don't miss an episode, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to create a Love Island inspired makeup look because I think the girls on there are absolutely stunning. There are certain makeup styles that I love of each of the girls, and I thought I'd put it together and create a Love Island makeup look. So if you guys want to see how I created this Love Island inspired makeup tutorial, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off just with a fresh base. There's nothing on my skin, completely natural. However, I do feel a little bit tired today. I feel like I need that Love Island glow. I need a bit of hydration and plump. So I'm actually going to go in with a hydrating foil mask just as my added bit of skincare before we start the makeup. The actual foil mask that I'm going to be using is from yesstyle. This is the Pearl Modeling Foil Mask, and I'm going to pop this on for about 10 minutes and then remove to reveal really beautiful hydrated skin. Okay, so now that we're all hydrated and plumped, I actually switched the fan off. So your girl might be sweating a little bit, but I switched it off because I felt like there was a little bit too much background noise for you guys, and I want what I'm saying to be completely clear. So I'm going to move on to primer. This is the e.l.f. Jellypop Dew Primer. I feel like if I was on Love Island, I would need a primer. I would need something that's just going to keep that foundation on throughout the evening. So I'm going to be popping this little baby on. So I wasn't actually expecting that from the primer. It's actually quite sticky. It's called the Dew Primer, and it definitely has that dew, like you can see, like a really nice healthy glow. This would be really nice just in the mornings with no makeup on, but it is a little bit sticky, which makes me feel like my foundation's really gonna stick to it. For skin, I'm really going to be concentrating on Molly May's skin. I think her skin is absolutely unreal. Even when she's got no makeup on, she looks amazing. She's so beautiful. But in the evenings, I've seen her everyday makeup tutorial as well, and she doesn't use that much. Her skin just looks really dewy and it's matte in all the right places. So I want to stick with that kind of natural vibe, not too much, but I'm going to take a little bit from every girl's makeup that I like. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Givenchy. This is the Teint Couture Everwear in the shade P300, and then I'm going to mix it with a little bit of NARS's All Day Radiant in Tahoe, just because I've got a little bit of pigmentation. So mixing these two colours together will give me the perfect shade match. And then I'm just going to pop this all over the skin and bounce it all over the face and neck area just to get a really nice satin, real life skin-like colour. Guys, look at my skin. I can't deal. It's got that satin finish to it, but it looks just like my skin, just amped up a little bit, and the colour match. The colour match is spot on, I'm not even gonna lie. Also, can you let me know if you're addicted to Love Island? I am addicted to it. I would say my favourite person right now, and only recently, is actually Belle. I just love her attitude. I love what she's about. I love how understanding she is. I think she gives the best speeches at recouplings. But let me know who your favourite is down below. Moving in to concealer, I need to hide these dark circles. To be honest, I feel like my foundation mix has already kind of covered them, and I feel quite good about them, so I don't need a lot. I'm going to be using the makeuprevolution Super Size Conceal and Define in the shade C12, popping it underneath my eyes, and then just using a beauty blender to pounce that out. I'm also going to cover my eyelids at the top as well because I have a smoky haze there. Now I'm going to move on to liquid concealer for my highlighter. You guys know I love to do this, and I love a cream bronze as well. So the person that I'm going to take inspiration from is actually Amber and Anna. They always have this, like, it's just like a really bright under eye highlight, and you can tell it's been done with a cream, or it's got like a banana powder over it. It's just super bright, so I want to just incorporate that into my look. Usually I like to go lighter anyway, but I don't want to go too stark, so we're going to find somewhere in the middle. Now let's start off with highlighting. I'm actually going to be using the NARS. This is the creamy concealer in Ginger, and I'm going to pop this underneath my eyes and then also down the center of my face, and use my beauty blender again just to blend this out. Now that is super stark, right, just like Amber has it. I'm gonna just counteract that by cream bronzing to add a little bit of definition, a bit of that sun-kissed golden heat from, I think it's Mallorca, that's where they are, but I'm going to add a little bit more of a sun-kissed vibe. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Superstay foundation stick in the shade Cocoa, and I'm going to pop this around the outskirts of my face and also down the sides of my nose as well. And then using a dense but fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend that out. If I look sweaty, it's because I am. I'm trying not to switch the fan on because under this studio lighting I am melting, and in the UK right now, especially in London, it's super humid, really hot. Now I'm going to move on to brows. For brows, do you know who I'm actually going to take for inspiration? I really like Francesca's brows. She has a tendency to do, I don't think I can do it. No, I can't do it, but lift this brow up. But her brows are really natural, they're bushy, they're just stunning, and I want to kind of incorporate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush my brows through with my Benefit brow spoolie, and then using the Precisely My Brow on the other end in shade 5, I'm just going to do small hair strokes and colour in where I need it, and then I'm just going to set with the 24-hour brow set also by Benefit, just to get that really nice kind of natural bushy vibe going on. Now that brows are on, I'm going to move on to eyes, and now my inspiration for eyes is of course gonna come from the beautiful Mora. I think her eyes are stunning. They're very like feline. I've noticed she wears winged liner and black in her waterline quite a lot. Her eyes are small but feline, very sultry, very sexy. It's all in her eyes. And I've also noticed that she actually wears quite a lot of pink. Well, I feel like she wears a lot more pinky shades, and it's quite smoky in the crease and then lighter on the lid. So I'm actually going to go into my Anastasia. This is a soft glam palette. We're just going to start off just with a transition color for my skin tone, and that's going to be Orange Soda in the soft glam palette. I'm just going to pop this back and forth in my crease. Once the crease color is down, and I know that you can't see it, it's just going to help my next crease color blend into it. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty. This is the nude palette, and this palette is very pinky. So I'm actually going to take this tone right down here, and it's called Teddy. And we're going to pop this in the crease just on top of that shade. Now I'm actually going to take a smaller brush and mix them two colors together that we just used, and pop this just on my lower lash line. Now, because I want this to be an evening look, and you can tell I'm really getting into this, I'm thinking like a recoupling makeup. I want there to be a little bit more drama on the eyes. So I'm going to go into Sienna from the Anastasia palette, and I'm going to pop this just on the outer corner of my eyes. Because I don't want to go too heavy and I feel like I've already created a little bit of drama on the eyes, I'm going to go into just Orange Soda and mix it with a little bit of tempera. It's not a tempura prawn, sorry, tempera, just to create like a light base. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush and pop this in the inner corner just to open the eye up a little bit. Because I just have to add my own little stamp on this makeup look, I'm going to go into this shade called Crave in the Huda palette. I'm going to pop it into my inner corners and apply a little bit to the brow bone as well. Okay, now depending on what kind of girl you are, I feel like Molly, you will just go straight in with mascara. She keeps it quite neutral, which I love, and I think it suits her so much. Or you'd go with like Mora or Anna, who's going to do a wing liner and false lashes. I'm obviously a false lashes kind of girl, so I'm going to do a quick wing liner. Now I don't want this wing liner to be anything intense. I don't want it to be near my temples. Just a small flick just to elongate the eyes out at the end, and I'm going to be using the Benefit roller liner. I'm also going to apply a little bit of black in the waterline. I know that Anna and Mora always wear black in the waterline. It just looks a little bit more sultry. And for that, I'm going to be using the Stila Smudge Kajal Eyeliner in Intense Black. Now, this may sound a little bit weird, but I like to do bits of my face very differently. So I like to do this to the eyes, but before I put mascara and lashes and call it a day, I like to move on to cheeks. And then sometimes I do lip just to see if I want to intensify the eyes. So I'm going to move on to cheeks because I still need a bit of colour. I'm just looking very sun-kissed right now. And for cheeks and glow, I'm taking inspiration from Arabella. She was beautiful. She's stunning. She always had a really nice like natural vibe to her. I don't think she wore much makeup. but her skin was always radiant and glowy and blushy. So I'm actually going to be using Kiko's blush in Beyond Limits. This is the Beyond Limits in 03, and I'm going to pop this on the apples of my cheeks and then just blend this out. Now, as you guys can see, that already has a little bit of radiance to it, so I was going to use a liquid illuminator, but I don't feel like I need to, just because the cream blush is giving me all that dew. Okay, so I'm really setting myself a little story here where by the fire pit I'm going to be sweating. Stuff's going to go down and you need your makeup to last, especially like your under eye concealer. You don't want to crease. You don't want your T-zone to start melting off when you're sweating under the pressure. So I am going to be baking today, but very lightly. I'm going to be using the Givenchy. This is the Prisme Libre, and I'm actually going to be doing this with a beauty blender. So I'm going to pop my beauty blender into the powder, take the excess off on the palm of my hand, and then just press it in to the areas that I need to press it into, like underneath my eyes and down my T-zone, just to set this nicely in place but not get rid of any of the dew. Let's just give ourselves a little spritz. I always feel like when I put powder on, I look fairly matte, so I'm just going to spritz myself. Now let's move back to eyes. I think I'm all good. I feel a little bit matte, so we are going to go in with highlighter afterwards. But I'm going to be using the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara just to coat my lashes. Now you can of course just keep your natural lashes with mascara on, but this is me, so I'm going to be popping on some false lashes. We're going to be using Hudabeauty Noelle lashes, which are absolutely stunning. My inspiration from lashes actually comes from Belle. She loves big lashes. So does Amber actually. Amber loves really like spiky big lashes. And I am so within that girl group. I love false lashes, so I'm going to just pop these bad boys on. Now that my lashes are on, I'm just going to pop on a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. We're nearly there, guys. Hold on in there. I'm just going to add a little bit of highlighter just to the tops of my cheeks, so my cheekbone area. And I'm going to be using the Givenchy, the shimmer powder in shimmering gold, just to add a little bit of wetness, like a kind of dew when I turn. And now, guys, for the most exciting part is the lip. Now I'm excited to be partnering with Loveburst by Loveisland for my lip combo that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. This is the best packaging I've ever seen in my life. Like, how stunning is it? It's even got a little video in it. I've never had a little video in my packaging before, and I've got a bunch of mattes with really good names, and then some transformers. So I've got my lip toppers here. Some are holographic, some have glitters in them, some are just like a sheer gloss. Just beautiful. And I love the name Loveburst as well. It says in here, Loveburst is a noun when you are so full of joy and love for someone your heart feels too big for your body, which I think is super cute, and I love like just the thought process behind it. Okay, so for lip, I'm going to give you two options. I'm going to give you like a daytime look and then also a nighttime look. Now for day, we're going to go matte, and I think I'm going to go with sleepover. Of course, you guys know that I love a good nude, and someone that I love on Loveisland and their juicy lips is Anna. I'm taking inspiration from Anna. Her lips always look so pouty, so beautiful. So I think I'm going to go with sleepover, and I'm going to pop this on the lip. I feel like it's going to be a little bit mauvey and more of a natural type of lip. Guys, I'm not even going to lie, this lip colour is like the perfect liquid lip colour for me. It's a little bit mauvey, a little bit pinky. I don't need a lip liner with it. It's just stunning. On a tan skin, a brown skin, it goes so nicely as like kind of a pinky nude, but on a fairer skin it would just be more of a mauvey colour, which is also beautiful. I love it. I can see myself wearing this every single day. But I'm going to turn this into more of a kind of like juicy, pouty nighttime look, more like Anna's juicy lips in the evening. So I'm going to pair this, and how cute is this little idea? I'm going to pair it with the topper, and this one is the gloss. This is in the shade Be Mine Gloss Top Coat, and they couple up together. They're magnetic and it creates a heart. How cute is that design? It's super cute. So I'm going to pop this gloss over the top to give me more of a nighttime vibe. I live for this pair together. This gloss it's not sticky, it's super glossy, which I like in a gloss, but it's not heavy, it's not like chunky, it doesn't feel like you've put loads on. And I really like this couple together. I think it's a super cute idea, really good design, and I would definitely couple these bad boys up together and use them a lot. Okay, so that is the nude lip. It's the nude matte and then the gloss on top, which I absolutely love. I can see myself wearing this day and night. I love the gloss and I love it with matte as well. But what I want to do is I want to show you, let me show you a darker lip as well, just so you can see the difference. And if you're someone that likes a bolder lip, this look might work for you as opposed to the nude. I'm not going to lie to you, I love this lip. And I kind of don't want to take it off. I'm a bit sad about taking it off because it's so beautiful. So for my bolder lip option, I'm actually going to go with Sorry Not Sorry. Absolutely love the name of this and I love the colour. I like that kind of like, it's not a brick red. It's got more of like, I can't even describe it. It's like reddy, wine, berry, and I love that. I love it with a tan skin. So I'm going to pop this matte liquid lip on. Okay, so I absolutely love this colour. It's very me. You guys have seen me wear these kind of colours on my lips when I want more of a bold vibe. And I love the fact that it's matte as well. This is giving me the vibes of Amy. I feel like Amy would wear a lip like this. And I absolutely loved her so much when she was on the show. Now I'm going to choose to couple up this matte lip with Starstruck, which is the holographic top coat. And I'm going to turn this into a gloss. I just want to create a little bit more of a fun lip for the evening. So I'm going to pop Starstruck over the top. So this is definitely more of a spicier couple. It's beautiful if you love like a metallic lip. I don't tend to wear metallic lips, but I can see a lot of you guys and girls rocking this lip. It just adds a little bit more of an edge. I'm just going to take my sleeve, well, this strap down, just so you can see it. So imagine it with like a black dress. It'd look absolutely stunning. It just gives you a little bit more oomph, you know. And I think without the sleeve, with a black dress, something quite classy, this lip would look beautiful. However, as I am a nude baby girl and I love nude lips and nude glosses, I'm going to go with my first combo, Sleepover and Be Mine. And I'm just going to take this lip off real quick. Okay, now that my lip is on, I'm just going to spritz myself with this spray. It's called Glow On. It's from the website yesstyle. I believe it's like a Korean or Japanese brand. So I'll see if I can link it down below. It's super, super cute. Comes in like a light bulb, which I love. I'm just going to spritz this to finish off my makeup look. I also just wanted to let you guys know that I actually have a 20% discount code. I'm going to leave the link for it down below if you're interested in Loveburst by Loveisland. I absolutely love the lip. I'm dying right now. Like, I love the lip. But guys, this was my Loveisland inspired makeup tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I had so much fun. And I'm melting a little bit, so I'm gonna love you and leave you. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, which is gonna be down below because I upload content there every single day. And let me know if you want more inspired makeup looks. Also, let me know who your favorite couple is down below. I don't know yet. I need to watch this week, but Love Island is nearly finished and I don't know what I'm going to do with my life without it. Let me know who your favorite couple is down below. I love you guys so very much and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.